It's the third time I try to film this video. The third. I wanna die. Bonjour darling! Today I come back to you with a tag video. It's the writer or weird tag. I will link down below the video of Colin Clark that made me discover it and the original video. Along with those videos, you will find links to educate yourself about Black Lives Matters and links to donation and petitions you can give to or sign to help the movement, because Black lives do matter. The tag is quite short. It consists in 10 questions, and let's start right away. 1. Do you have bizarre internet searches? If so, what's the weirdest one? So yes, I do have bizarre internet searches. The weirdest one was when I searched for the way acid burns look on the skin and how the acid eats away at the skin. It was quite gruesome. I don't recommend it to anyone. And yeah, I will leave it at that. 2. Do you write people you know and dislike into your story as villains or dumb people to kill off? Yes and no. There is a lot of political elements in my book, A Chronicles of a Blue Moon, and I do use some traits for politics that I disagree with, and try to explain why I disagree with them within the story. So yes, I do take away some traits and opinions and habits that I disagree with from people in real life, but I never portrayed someone I actually knew as a villain in my books, because that will give them too much attention, and yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. 3. Does personal hygiene sometimes come second to writing? It always does. You can't imagine the number of days where I didn't shower because I had an idea. I didn't even brush my teeth. I didn't brush my hair. It's horrible, especially during NaNoWriMo. NaNoWriMo, it's just... I'm climbing not the social ladder, but the disgusting ladder. 4. Do you go on baby name websites to help you name your characters? Yes, not just because I don't know how to name them and I just randomly go on the websites to help myself, but because I will select a few names and search the meaning of the name to know if they are fitting to the character, because I try to name my characters in a meaningful way. All of their names have a purpose and a reason, and I just want to make sure that I am correct in the origin of the name and the meaning of it. And sometimes baby names website have the origin of the name and its meaning, and not the meaning like it means that you are kind and blah 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 blah. No, the historical meaning of the name and the Latin and Greek and Hebrew roots of it. I closed the windows because of the noise. I hope it's enough, because it's so hot, I'm dying, and I don't want to be dying for nothing. 5. Do you have a list of actors and actresses that would play your characters if there was an adaptation made? No and yes. I don't have a list of actors and actresses to play in a movie, because I don't think my book will ever be big enough for a movie, even though sometimes I daydream. I'm just, yeah. But I do have a list of models that look like my characters that I use to help myself describing them and just picture them in my mind better for when I'm writing. 6. Have you ever stared at a stranger because they look like one of your characters? Yes, I have. And it was embarrassing to say the least. Yeah. 7. Do you talk to yourself to help work through scenes? If so, where do you talk to yourself? I do all the time. I do it in my bedroom, I do it in my living room, I do it in my kitchen, I do it in my bathroom, I do it in the toilets. Even sometimes outside, I will just realize I am mumbling to myself and I must look completely out of my mind, so I have to stop because I'm like arguing with my characters in such a hard way that I start like making faces outside and just mouthing the words, and sometimes, as I said, mumble them like I will never do that again, I hope. Oh my god, I will. I can't help myself. 8. While writing, do you make the expressions your character are making? Your characters, if, yeah. I am guilty of that. Sometimes I sincerely cry when my characters are crying. Sometimes I get angry, deeply angry, and I'm just like that because I can't stand it. And sometimes I'm like so happy, and yeah, I'm mental. 9. Do you ever practice answering interview questions in case you make it big? I dreamt about it once, that I made it big and I was in an interview. But no, what I practice most is answering to questions of my potential editor, because that's important. And I practice pitching the book to people to learn and say it. To learn and sell it. Oh, I can't English today. So yeah, there's that. And 10, do you have a soundtrack and or playlists for your book or scenes from your book? Yes, I do. It's actually the same playlist I use for the TTRPG, inspired by the world I write in. So, but isn't that weird? I think a lot of authors use music to create, painters, artists in general, and on the opposite, musicians use sometimes visual stimuli to create their music. So, is it really that weird? Am I weird from beginning to end? So yeah, on a scale from 0 to 10, I'm like 8.5 weird. So I'm counting halves for the yes and no, so there's that. Yeah, I'm weird. I'm quite weird. And you know what? I'm okay with it, because it's my weirdness that makes my book what they are, and my TTRPGs and my short stories. So since it makes people enjoy themselves, I'm okay with it. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to be notified of any new content I post. You can follow me on social media, all links down below, along with the videos and the Black Lives Matter links. And as always, au revoir darling!